It's like me, I'm the sickest, the illest. Not visiting clinics, no mimicking gimmicks. Diminish with lyrics and finish in minutes. So vivid your grimace, distinguish, I'm English, I'm living it British. The business, I'm in it, grime, kill it, I'm silly. I'm crippling physics and spitting acidic.
Yo, I put the brute in brutality. I make the ravers lose sanity. Wanna see man then move to the beat. Wanna see gal on a few calories. Let me show man what a new swagger be. I get the kids hyped like a huge bag of sweets. Put up your hands and brook up the dance if you wanna live life on a huge salary.
People, you know what it is? It's don't flop, hotly hustle, can't stop, won't stop. None of them, how you do? Yes, indeed, it's all about this. It's about the main event. Listen, them of them know how to rap here, because them man you know how to rap. Good! I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Come on, let's go.
YOUTHORACLE, you know what it is?
Yes, indeed. And I'm alright, I got.
I am BRU.
Let's go! People, it's the main event of the evening. And the step up, make some noise! Let's go!
What are you saying? You're not ready, yeah? Quiet in the room, man.
Hold it down!
That's what's in there.
People, real talk. We need you to stay silent so the MCs can do their work. It's all about shooting this don't flop video. Don't fuck up the vibes. Keep the noise down, please, as we move.
Ready, yeah? Yo. Now what I'm gonna say first is definitely gonna piss him off. Because we made an agreement that there wasn't to be limits crossed. Anything too personal, bin it off so it isn't hot. We made a pact and we promised I was actually on it, but I had my hands in my pockets and man had his fingers crossed. No, I'm only joking. Don't go getting emotional, geezer. I'll go as far as saying, when we made High Day, this pussy choked on a refund. Listen. I'm not holding back because he's been going on like a diva, but truthfully, I don't want you fucking exposing me either, let's be real. I'm only doing this for charity, not to see this faggot send. I'm gonna win and give the cash prize to CYF, Natalia and Yaz and them. But to be honest, bro, I can't wait till this fucking battle ends. People are gonna see us in the street after and be like, oh, battle friends. And I know you're better on Don't Flop, but I'm better with tunes, better with bookings, better with work rate, and I'm better with views. And I've always wanted to say this, bro, your head is a moon. About flash flood, you couldn't fit your head in a flume. Who told this, who told this shaving Jimmy Neutron he could spit with Bruce Dunn? Who told Roger the Alien he could spit off of the cranium? I mean, we both got big noggins, but the size of yours is too intense. When Blue Cheese gives him out, he has to stretch him out to suit his head. Hey, Trekker, we should start a new event that'll be improving flex, where he's a cool celeb, because you look like a mixture of Matt Lucas and Louis Spence. And when I first joined, when I first joined Young Flop, I had a little talk with you. I said you should give it a go, you could do well and slaughter dudes, and he did. Man started bodying rappers and getting all the views, we'd go to events and he'd win. And I would just, you know, sort of lose. Don't Flop Knots King, they handed the torch to you. Even Newcomer of the Year he was awarded too. You've got all the praise and he never had a fault for BRU. Well, what can I say, mate? I'm so glad I brought you through. Travel to clashes together, and I fucking hate it. Now I don't have to pretend. Imagine sitting in a car for 2 hours looking at the back of his head listening to classic FM while true story. We usually travel to clashes together, and I fucking hate it. Now I don't have to pretend. Imagine sitting in a car for 2 hours having to look at the back of his head listening to classic FM while he pre-battle meditates trying to master his zen. I can't see a single car on the road because man's head's like a hatchback. And you wonder why before battles I'd never lend you a snapback. And you and your brother trying to get to London always turns into a mad task. Would one of you please learn to use a fucking sat nav? And do you want to know how I know this guy will never make P? Because he sits in his flat drawing pictures on girls' tits on page 3. At first I thought it was funny. I thought they were actually nice pics. 40 pairs of tits in. I'm like, are you going through a midlife crisis? If you haven't seen him, go on his Facebook and have a good click. It's his new favourite hobby. He's put aside doing music or making an actual vid. This is why all his raps on politics are now and always have been drastically shit. Man's trying to do a part 2 David Cameron disc, getting info like the sun, keeps getting distracted by tits. I mean, when you do bars on politics, I think, is this guy messing? What do you think? Gordon Brown would reply with a Lord of the Mike's Hype session. Yo, shut up. Gordon Brown, yo, when you do bars on politics, I think, is this guy messing? What do you think? Gordon Brown would reply with a Lord of the Mike's Hype session. I can see it now. Gordon Brown versus Youthoracle. The winner would be granted a new saviour till they realise Youthoracle a vandaliser. Do you see me? I could hit up David Cameron with a nice diss. Give Margaret Thatcher bars on facts to show her she's a right bitch. Tell Gordon Brown he ought to drown and Tony Blair is a phony Blair and the Miliband's to give us grands and sort us out some nice gifts. I could make a protest, send for him with a hype bid, make loads of irrelevant statements on politics, but with a grime twist. Go to Buckingham Palace, get on this hype shit, see how the Queen likes it. No, sorry, can't do it, feel like a right prick.
About you brought me through. How are you coming? Yo, about you brought me through. How are you coming to me like that, fam? I was the one who brought you out of Long Eaton with your first ever cash cup.
Long Eaton.
Now, Bruce, I really respect this indie hipster path that you chose, and I know your head gets bigger as your fan base grows and you get lots of bookings with the band for shows, but this is a mismatch to every real man that knows, so I'm going to keep it real as far as this banter goes, because you know you're shit at battling and it makes you angry loads, and your ego and pride has took some massive blows because you've been beat by more rappers than Amber Rose. The last top 8 tournament was proper sick, but I didn't watch it and missed it. Because last time I had to watch this prick get bodied by Cystic. And I'm a raver, but I can never go back to Boomtown because I had to watch him get finished by Natural in 2 rounds. I can't go to the Fiddler's Elbow in London, no matter how many sick battles they've brought, because I had to watch him chuck a padlock and then get battered by Jay Shaw. I can't go to the Wardrobe in Leeds. This is something I can't say nicely, because I lied to you when I told you got robbed against Jay Knight. And I smacked a guy, but that's not why Norwich isn't getting a next visit. It's because I had to watch him cry when he got buried by Flex Blizzard. And we're not doing another big nuts event, you know, because this man's shit. What kind of guy chokes at his first ever hometown event and then gets bodied by Pamphlet? Take one of his last battling strikes, but if he didn't get the pay-per-view, he got battered by Hype. So, poor little Brucey. You're gonna start crying. You know when Sniper he said that, he wasn't lying. You moaning about going down in the don't flop ranks is something I don't want to hear. You cry like a proper queer after every battle. You literally drop a tear. But you've had such bad luck, bro. No wonder you're screwed. This is your 8th loss, my 11th win. I'm duppying you. You beat Dirty Walls and Sniper E. Wait, it's not just the 2. He actually beat Big J. Whoop this fucking dude. Anyway, alright. Ammunition's aiming, armour's advantageous against all average, amateur, arrogant, acting animators and aggressive artists. Abrupt, aware, assertive and ageless, alarming and alerting adults alongside answering all ages, attaining awards. Always aces, ace-star, absent any apparatus, ahead advancing acres, antagonising animals, apes and alligators, attracting animosity, annoying, awkward arseholes, announce all admirers, arsenic anus, accents atrocious, angles are abysmal and alliterations aimless. Brucey can never sound like he's intelligent. It's not a lisp, I don't know what it is, but he's got a speech impediment. Because just like Hypes, it's going to be quite a fucking challenge if you battle me. Because you said, I fucking challenge, you didn't use clarity. So now I'm going to expose BRU's fake, BRU's pride and BRU's vanity, so you know that all the money's going to that youth's charity. Time.
Yo, let's be real. Euphorical is a tight bastard. He won't spend a penny.
Hold it down, man! Wrecking the battle if you fucking talk, keep it down.
Nah, Euphorical is a tight bastard. He won't spend a penny even when he's stacking them peas. I remember when we went to battle at Distinction and you took 3 lunch boxes full of ketchup and pasta to Leeds. And if 3 of them clothing didn't hook him up with plenty of kit, I guarantee you would wear the same garms in every vid. He puts his all into doing nothing but battling and writing bars. You don't care if he ain't in, it's because he puts his all into doing nothing but battling and writing bars. You don't care if he ain't got food in the fridge, but if he ain't in the top 5 on the don't flop forum, then times are hard. I'm only saying this because we're mates, and I really hope you're getting this. But you're obsessed with battling Luke, and you might need to see a therapist. I'd rather make tracks than straight clash, on track to the top, because music will never die out, you see the fans never stop. I play the Outlook Festival with, what the fuck, man?
Hold it down!
I'd rather make tracks than straight clash, on track to the top, because music will never die out, you see the fans never stop. I played the Outlook Festival with sand in my socks, you went to Canada and had a shit battle and lost. And you got caught up in the don't flop sends. But where did that talk send you? Send you talking on phones for a living, that's why you're a pure bender. You got murdered by Quill and Hook, so that was a poor venture. No wonder you were the centre of call-outs when you were counting a call centre. Catch him at work writing bars. You see, he shows dedication. He can't let his supervisor see him though, because he's not very patient. When he leaves, you get to spraying 16's a devastation. He comes back in the room and you're like, you could be owed £2,000 due to recent legislation. Clash bet from day. He's on an elite team. He won sickest white boy in knots. Wow, what an achievement. He had to be Richard Howard, Brian, Matthew, Thomas, Ted P, then Timmy, Barry, Simon, Gary, Marcus, John, and then Stephen. And don't you dare go on like rap, it's the roots from where you're bred, because before you were Vandalizer, you used to be a greb. Looking back on it must leave you with an instant scar. You used to spike your hair up and dye it blonde like that brother from Lincoln Park. Hold up. So then when I was listening, when I was listening to Slim, Mob, Dre, Snoop, you were listening to Blink 182. You want to collab with Scorsese? Mate, piss off. You told me you hate hip-hop and rate Slipknot. He ain't got a clue about hip-hop. When he found out this battle was being hosted by Rodney, he jumped for joy and was gassed like, man, I hope I get to meet the rest of the Only Fools and Horses cast. You're a twat! Time. You calling me a grab, that's a bit off key. You showed me a photo of you in a black bandana and a Slipknot tee. Now. Where I'm going home.
Now. After Dark Movement versus Origin 1. After Dark Movement versus Origin 1. If they were fighting for the belt, Carissa would grab Natalie by her hair, she'd be crying for help. Johnny would have Percy Dredd in a headlock and Tracker would be fucked in the corner fighting with himself. Martin, he'd be doing a painting like, get on lads, can we try? Neon won't give a fuck about that because he's high. You're trying to stop everyone fighting with awkward saxophone guy. And Quaker got Mason's drumstick and stabbed him in his eye. Because with you it's all band practice, band camp, the conversation is bland. So, these chicks don't even know their names. I told you. Yo, listen. You're an indie hipster. Your style's all for the teens, yet you're trying to cross over into the reggae and dancehall scene. I've seen this coconut tri-rap patois. Pussy, how you mean? I've seen this coconut tri-rap patois. Pussy, how you mean? You're about as yardy as sausage, egg, beer can and beer. You're a piss take in these battle trials, coming like some mixed race Harry Styles. And Brucey always does some next shit with his hair. He thinks he's Nottingham's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So people stare at your head and put your head to the stare. Your head's a violation like what that sket did to Soler. And I know that all you girls might think that's quite hot, but you're the only guy I've ever met with a relaxed high top. I think you've hit a crossroads while chasing your dream because you've got no fans, well, over the age of 14. Because to be fair, you know where the most fans run up to Bruce Bear? Goose Fair. If you've slept with so many girls yet for the rest of your life, you'll be a loner. Even if a girl had Ebola, Eboner. Shut up, man. And you work in a vintage shop. Now every man knows vintage. Fuck off, they're just second-hand clothes. Brucey got the indigo from Long Eaton into the hood, but on your birthday set, no one bought you a drink or a bud. Watching you blast on Drac and Reload, that just isn't good. It was like watching Simon from the In-Betweeners got a part in Kidulthood. I'm from the times of Shots Movement and Military Crew. Not property, Games Cartel, Hoods Up were killing it too. But when NG Cartel was bringing me through, Vendor and Listen Mixtape was what they were listening to. You couldn't have come from the suburbs to clash. Shadow's birthday set, you got murked and dashed. If it was back in 05, you'd see this nerd get slashed. There wouldn't be no Brucey's birthday bash. You think you could have done a set with Militant Miller? Let's pair of them jeans that are differently skinny. He's just wounded because nobody from back in. Yo, he's just wounded because nobody from back in them days knows him. I'm talking back before my boy Blue Cheese had made any clothing. We know you're the boy from the outskirts, mate, it's not a thing, but if you went see the barbers, he'd lock off the set and make you have a trim. And when I confirmed Rick's opponent, he was like, nah, that's quite risky, because you know that I already nearly got banged out by Mick. So imagine him surviving when Knox was quite terrible. You've been here for about 2 years, that's not quite credible. Big up the actual man that really brought me through, like Ninja, Stan, Warrico and Old Tight General.
Yo, saying I've only got underage fans at a plus 18 event is the lamest choice. If you're a fan of my music in here right now, make some noise! And judges, when you're judging this, try not to get hyped in it because that round was at least about 5 minutes. That round was at least about 5 minutes. Let me get onto my written thing. Yo! Start my phone. Yo! Now, Nottingham Hockley Hustle has been absolute fire. The talent displayed across our city is something to admire. I ran a stage with Flex, Origin 1 and After Dark and most main events, but other than this, I can't see your name on the flyer. Yo, I headline this venue, Clash and a Peasant. Soon be with Origin 1, getting the gal them all sweating. Then when After Dark play a jam cap in a second, he'll be outside with a CD like, please buy £1 for Valley. CD like he's some drug stallion. Bruv, don't get gas because you took one Valium. What I say next will leave this cock in a fumble because when he passed out of the Valium, he got fingered in his arsehole by Ollie from Tumble. You stood selling your CDs on road is a big issue, fella. Because the way you pitch them to passers-by, you look like a big issue seller. But when I release a CD, I make sure my shit's in tune. Put down P's when the mastering and mixing's due. Yeah. You lay glitches in his tracks when you're listening through, because he records all his mixtapes in Ninja's room. STS designs my covers. Best show easy. Shrink wrap package. Man, I'll even let go freebies. Then along comes YOUTHORACLE for £5 a pop with flash floods too. On a Tesco CD. He thinks his CD's got better in status, but with the quality I'm thinking you're crazy. You're not a notch better in like Scorsese because you're lazy. And I get used to host at Flex sometimes. You think it was all good, but recently me and Trekker had to have a little talk, bro. Because you get too pissed every time. We do like you and it's all love, but you're never hosting again because it's embarrassing and awkward. Yo. Come on, man. Yo. You're cringy between bars with the driest of chat. Cramming in Bemel isn't a vibe, it's just whack. When we said to get the crowd hyper and gassed, that didn't mean shout down the mic like a twat. I had to stop Trekker last time, otherwise he would have told him off. He's like, me and Flex are collaborating. No, we're not. And against Tony D, he said, I'll perform collaborated alongside the likes of Joe Dan. Oh. But the amount of people who want to hear you rhyme the same word on a dubstep beat for about 5 minutes? No, man. Yeah, you're a good battler, but your music ain't flowing. I get cash from my tracks, that's why I always go in. But when it comes to battles, you don't ever see fun showing. He's like a shit canoeist, the way you don't get no money from rowing. You wanna know why? Because Er's got his hand up your batty. You'd think he's a ventriloquist, and you've done better in the past, but you ain't spitting as sick as this. I'll swing a fist and leave you lost in a dream like the kid from Insidious. I move hideous, BRU's rhythm is too different, my view's limitless. I'll put you straight in the ground and then slew witnesses. I'm a true villain, I'm through winning. I'll do sinning and leave Luke spinning. My nephew always says you look like that dude Krillin. But wait. Yo, Er's got his hand up your batty. You'd think he's a ventriloquist, and you've done better in the past, but you ain't spitting as sick as this. I'll swing a fist and leave you lost in a dream like the kid from Insidious. I move hideous, BRU's rhythm is too different, my view's limitless. I'll put you straight in the ground and then slew witnesses. I'm a true villain, I'm through winning. I'll do sinning and leave Luke spinning. My nephew always says you look like that dude Krillin. But wait, hold up a sec. You wanna know why that shit is too fitting? Because if you bring those la-di-da-di bars, you'll get that Kamehameha and that's you finished. And I know you like alliteration, so only for fun, I'm going to show YOUTHORACLE how it's supposed to be done. Look, because I'm an entertaining, egotistical, elite enforcer, ending existence. Embrace excitement, explore entities, Earth's exhibition. Affecting emotions excessively, erase evil's expedition. Excellent execution, entering exorcism. Experiment each era, expressing elements every EP. Exterminating enemies, extraterrestrial, I'm ET. Expand is, explanations emphasize an echo with each E. Because I'm effortlessly expressing alliteration is easy. Enormous, elongated egghead. Examine. Man, I wouldn't leave his yard if there was an egg famine. Enormous, elongated egghead. Examine. My man wouldn't leave his yard if there was an egg famine. He's got an egghead, exaggerated rating, and an egg palace, but I'm Spyro the Dragon, because I'll make that egg vanish. Who told this fussy Barack Obama he can actually back his charm? I am you, bars get hot, yo. I am you, bars get hot like fire in a booth. I'm a difference between lies and truth. I'm a better MC, I've got proof. Seen better girl, the bigger but I'm fake like a girl who's skin tone. Skin tone? Bruv, it's skin tone. Not skin tone, like he's not from this home, he'll switch up his tone. You're from Knox, not London, I'll let this prick know. We talk like this, bro. You speak like this, bro. So fuck your I put the BRU in brutal bars, you put the BRU in Bruno Mars.
brown nose, you'd see Bruno's arse. Now, I heard this guy say, you'll get a Muay Thai kick like I've been to Japan. That's like me saying, you'll get a Chinese burn like I've been to Iran. And he said, I'll take you back to the future like Matt LeBlanc. Bro, are you barman? Imagine Back to the Future if Marty McFly was Johnny Triviano. Wow. You asked me for a verse on High Day. Yo, hold it down, man. Yo, you asked me for a verse on High Day. We did the JDZ video, it was actually fun, mate. Every day's a high day, from Monday to... Why did you miss out Saturday and Sunday? Because me, I've got concepts, lyrics, and I'm coming with flows. I've got concepts, lyrics, and coming with flows. You've got slogans, gimmicks, and colourful clothes. You might see me in a raving at Air Max 1. We don't care what creps you have on. You spend time promoting big brands, that's long, but you never get no freebies, that's wrong. Bruv, you're repping corporations, and what's awkward is all that free promo and you've never got no royalties, but it's all for the YouTube views. I can see it's bare scandal, but fuck it, Air Max 1, they want it Air Vandal. He goes, Max, you can't that off flow done. That's not the only style that Jax. You know his whole track Kamehameha by Dragon Ball Z? Completely cattered off Street Fighter by D-double-E. And apart from you biting shit, I don't want to act like a prick, but you're only doing well in this battle because your ghostwriter's sick. But being a gimmick's not alright, Josh. No, I didn't realise. Being a gimmick's not alright, Josh. Just look at yourself. I heard your track that goes, oh my gosh, I thought I'll do a track called Oh Bloody Hell. It goes, Bruce on a new track, oh bloody hell. Then he repeats words, oh bloody hell. Mash up the place like oh bloody hell, and then he repeats it until they oh bloody hell. Bru, you're a gimmick MC, don't follow me. You can't even get a reload proper there. Clash against me, it'll be no holiday. Gonna rain down on this Gino wannabe. Yo, like I said, hold it down. Last one. Yo, like I said, I'm British, so I can have a brew. Yeah, I can do that shit, I can do you. Look out for Brucey's next big track coming through. It goes, I got brew.
People, make some noise, show some love, chant for the year, YouthOracle. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't have to say that, innit?